What's up, Point of Inspiration listeners? I just wanted to remind you to check out our Twitter and Instagram at PoiPodDND. That's POIPODDND to get reminders of when we release new episodes, as well as hear from our awesome content creators and see the amazing Point of Inspiration art created by Martial Arts. I look forward to seeing you there. But now, let's get into the pregame shenanigans.
Cameron, how's your new place?
New place is much nicer. We haven't put up any of our decorations or art yet, but we're very happy with it. It's actually a lot bigger, surprisingly. We didn't know that walking through it. We thought it would be smaller, but then we put everything in our living room and we were like, oh, wow, this is really big. And then all the bedrooms are bigger and the kitchen is really, really big.
So that's really nice.
Kind of lucked out. Yeah. And it's cheaper and it's nicer and our landlords don't suck. So
sounds like a
pretty
win.
Good stuff.
It's better in every single way.
Literally every single way. The only drawside.
Bring me down.
Okay, what were you saying, Cameron?
Okay, you guys ready to play some D&D?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so last time, which felt like a long time ago because it was, we started the session with our half-elven companions looking for the hooded figures that took down a building in flames. When you were looking for the hooded figures, they seemed to somehow disappear. Alistair was running to take Tidrin to the armor shop and made sure everything was all right with his physical body, but Alistair was unable to bring Tidrin back until he was able to cast a healing spell on his friend, which restored his personality to the body that was built. Indra vented her frustration outside the city and then met the group on their way out to find her. The group then hightailed their way toward the Endless Grotto, along the way meeting an elven paladin named Ko, who told them of his connection with the twins, Sava and Nora, Bahamut, and the goddess Ryu. Once the group got to the entrance to the Endless Grotto, they entered following the only path in front of them, which led them upon three people who were talking of selling the girl. The group quickly took down the half-orc, while the woman summoned a gargoyle whose roar echoed through the cave as the woman ran deeper down the grotto. Where we left off, I actually still have the order in which we're supposed to be set up. A couple of things before we get into it. We're in the middle of the initiative order right now at the human, female, and the gargoyle. After that will be Vargo and Indra. A reminder to Alistair, you have Mind Spike on the female. So she took her full action to dash down the cave. So she's now out of sight, 120 feet or so away from everybody. No, like 90 feet away from everybody, but a reminder of where everyone is in the battle. Vargo and Ko are right next to each other in the middle, basically, of the action, right next to the gargoyle and the human man that's still there. Alistair, you're off to the left on the far side, about 30, 45 feet away from everybody. Thalen, you are on the far right, about 60 feet away from everybody because you were hiding behind a rock shooting at them. And then Indra, I think you're pretty much right in the middle, but again, like 45 feet away from the four that are in melee range. Okay, so Gargoyle is up and right next to Vargo and Ko. We'll go ahead and attack Ko because he is in the front because he was blocking with his shield to protect Vargo last time. It is a 12, which will not do it. So he swipes his claw attack at Ko, and Ko deflects it with his shield. Realizing that Ko has armor, he then takes his second attack with his bite action against Vargo. Vargo, that is a 17 to hit.
Yep.
5 points of damage, piercing damage. Up next is Vargo and Indra. You're on the same initiative order.
I think your dex might be higher.
Yeah, my dex is real high.
Mine's not.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing at the gargoyle. Good old fashioned pokey poke with the rapier. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh man, I'm cold on the rolling. Missed the box a couple times. 5 damage.
All right. You pokey poke at the gargoyle and
Right.
hit it, and it actually doesn't do as much as you thought. As you normally, when you stick someone with your sword, you
Yeah.
kind of feel how far it goes in. This time, it goes about halfway as far
Because it's a rock.
because he's very rock-like.
Checks out.
And Indra, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to go 30 feet forward. And now I'm 15 feet away from everybody.
Yes, about that.
Okay, I will Sacred Flame the gargoyle.
All right.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 4.
Alrighty, so they are going to take 5 damage.
All right. And what kind of damage is that?
Radiant.
All right. So next up is Thalen.
All right. Is the gargoyle the only enemy remaining?
There is a human man right next to him.
Okay.
Human man currently has a bow out who has been shooting at people before.
Okay. Well, I can't remember if I've done this already, so I'll just go ahead and punch myself and do it again just in case. I want to take a good look at the human man, try and study his armor and see if there's any weak points on it.
You had already done that to the half-orc. You did not do it to the human man. The half-orc, you did that and saw he had gold-lined armor, and...
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I don't remember this.
Don't be embarrassed.
So you're going to take your action to inspect him?
Yeah. I want to do my little insightful fighting dealio here. So
Is
this
that
will be
an action?
insight. It's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
So this will be a contest, my insight versus your deception, and I rolled like butts on insight, but that's still going to be a 10.
12.
Well, this guy looks invincible, and I'm going to shoot a shot at him. Fire a short bow shot from behind my rock here.
You do not get advantage on this one because you shot last time and they know where you're at now.
Right, yeah. Okay, that'll be a 21.
That'll hit.
And that'll be a 7 piercing damage.
Just a heads up to remind everyone, he's been hit 3 times now, and I'm not going to tell you how much damage, but just a heads up on that. Still looking
He's starting to
sturdy.
look like a turkey with all of those feathers sticking out of him.
He didn't get hit by 3 from you. He got hit 3
I
times.
shot 3
total.
arrows at him at the
Okay.
same time. He's not
Got it.
turkey. Polymorph. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, next up is the half-orc who's dead. So, Alistair, that's you.
All right. So how far away was I, approximately?
I think you were about 60 feet away because you had been casting through Tidrin, who was flying up above them. Just a reminder, last time we had Tidrin swooping down and casting spells. Just a heads up now, I forgot, and he should be taking attacks of opportunity
I was using Shocking Grasp every time.
which is a touch.
Yeah, but if it hits, which it has hit every time, it stops them from using attacks of opportunity for 1 round.
Got it. Okay.
Cool. So that was a specific reason I've been doing that spell, is that they can't take attack of opportunity until their next turn if they.
Well, I would have not done it anyways because I forgot the rule. So.
Okay, but I was actually acknowledging that. Like every time he comes in, he wouldn't be able to get away if he didn't get Shocking Grasp. So I am going. Alistair is going to close in 15 feet, but still staying out of torchlight, and going to cast Frostbite on the archer. It's a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 18.
18. Okay, he saves, so he takes no damage. So that's my turn.
Okay. Tidrin staying above.
Yeah, keeping his just keeping an eye out, that kind of thing.
Okay, next is the human man. He'll put away the bow and take out a sword that looks fairly similar to Vargo's, and he will
fight me.
he will step around Ko and go after you, Vargo.
Oh, fuck with me.
And that is a 12 to hit.
Miss. I'm gonna use riposte
Okay.
and like block him, and then like swing back behind his sword when he's swings through.
And so for everyone else's vision, what you see something that you haven't seen from Vargo before, but it looks strangely familiar to when he was battling with Bennett of the Sound Guardians. When Bennett was fighting, Vargo picked up a move that he had seen from Bennett and just used it on the human man here. So go ahead and roll your attack.
16.
That'll do it.
Yes. Okay, so I do. Yikes. 5 damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
I had 2d8 and I got a 2 and a 1.
2d8 damage? What?
Yeah, because I get to add a d8 because of the move. It's like an attack, and then I add one of my dice.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then
You're
it's plus
badass.
2 because I have dueling.
Okay, next up is the human female who, Alistair, you can sense that she is running farther and farther away, going straight the same direction that she's been going this whole time. And then the gargoyle is up, and the gargoyle is going to see the damage that you're doing, Vargo, and take both attacks at you, both its bite and its
goodness.
claw attack.
Stop.
That will be a 16 and a natural 20.
Yep. Yeah.
That is 10 points of damage
That's not bad. For both?
for both. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, got to double that.
Shut
is
up, Kyle.
14 points of damage.
Shouldn't have said anything.
And next up is the Vargo and then Indra.
Okay, so the only 2 people left are the human man and the whatchamacallit, the other guy?
Correct. The human female you can no longer see.
Okay. So who's directly behind me?
There's no one, you mean on your team?
Yeah.
So behind you is Indra, and then Alistair is coming up, flanking on the left side.
Okay. I'm gonna use evasive footwork.
Okay. So as you move, you can.
Add a d8 to my AC until I'm done.
Correct.
Okay, so I got a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So go ahead. Are you moving out of range of both the gargoyle and the human?
Yes. So does my reaction, Kyle, reset at the start of my turn or at the end of my turn?
It resets at the beginning of your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I just pulled something off my pen. I'm going to dance backwards, like swirly and hard to hit.
Okay. The gargoyle gets a 19, and the
No, he
human gets
doesn't.
a 14.
Okay. Well, who hit me first?
Well, only
So it-
one of them hits. I
Is the
think.
human swinging
Well,
with
who
like
swings first?
bow?
The gargoyle.
And is the gargoyle missed me, right? The 14
No, the
misses.
gargoyle hit you.
Okay, well hit me with that first. And then I'm gonna riposte the other guy, but I'll take what's coming first and see if I'm still breathing.
6 damage to you.
6. That's enough. No, it's not enough. I have 1, but it's close.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna dance back and I'm gonna riposte as I'm like running away on the human man, like slap him again as he misses me. And that is a 12 to hit.
Is the evasive footwork a reaction, or is it just?
No, the evasive
reaction?
footwork is just free.
Okay, cool. That will not hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna dance back, and then I think I still have my action, as far as I know, and I'm gonna throw my hand axe at the human.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
21 to hit.
That'll do it.
That will do it. Yep, that's just looking for a bonus. That's 1 damage. It's 1 damage.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
He is. He does get hit by that, and he is.
He does
looking-
get hit by that, is the nicest
does.
thing you can say.
He does get hit, but he is looking a little bit rougher now.
Yeah.
He's not looking as uppity up.
Just looking 1 hit point rougher.
And Indra, you up?
Okay. How far is Vargo from me?
Full 30 feet. Or 30 feet away from the homies.
Then 15 feet. He's pretty close.
Okay. Well, I will go 15 feet back and cast Cure Wounds.
Yes.
Second level.
Wait, isn't Cure Wounds a touch?
That's why I went 15 feet back to where he is.
Oh, back to him. Gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I thought you were backing up. I was like, I'm lost.
No, I went back to where he was. So that is going to be 14 points.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. 14's a lot. Thank you.
you're welcome. I guess I will just go 15 feet back forward again, if that's allowed. Back
That's-
where I was.
Who knows where Sachi is at this point?
You're back where you started. You healed
I ran
Vargo,
back,
and you're good to go.
healed him up.
We're all
ran back
confident.
forward.
We all know where we're at.
So who is there? The gargoyle is there, and
And the human man, they're both right next to each other.
And he's got a sword like me, but he sucks,
who is?
to be clear.
Oh, none of my allies are up in that group anymore.
Ko.
Ko is.
Oh, I forgot about the 5th person.
Whom the only detail I can name is that he is the 5th person.
Okay, I don't think I
He
have any
uses
bonus
he, him
action.
pronouns. That's all I know.
So.
Possibly. I don't know if that was me just putting it on there or if that's correct or not. Okay.
That is all for me.
Just pew pew, running back and forth, touching. Okay, we're good. It's like you're doing drills for basketball. You're just going
It
up and
is.
down the court.
Suicides.
Next is Thalen. You are up.
Great. I would like to commit another murder and do so
Murder, death,
sneakily if
kill.
possible. Is there another way I could somehow? Or I got an idea. Is there like a loose stone or a pebble somewhere nearby?
There is.
Do you think that I could throw it and perhaps somehow, perhaps with the sleight of hand, maybe distract him with a loud noise nearby him in the opposite direction from where I am?
You could definitely try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. You can call that whatever you want in terms of an ability check.
We'll call it
I
deception.
rolled a 2. Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's fine. A 4.
Doesn't really matter. It could be fucking history for all you care.
Okay. Is that an action or a bonus action?
That would be an action, my friend.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, then, as a bonus action, I would like to look for a separate rock to hide in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Okay. 23.
Yeah. You seem fairly hidden from them both.
Yeah. I congratulate myself.
So everyone just sees Thalen run over, grab a little pebble, chuck it, and then run back to a pebble, take to a bigger boulder, and then do nothing else. Alistair, you are up next.
Okay, I am going to move about. Let's see, I'm about. You said I was 60 feet, so I'm like 45. I'll move another 15 feet closer, so I'm like 30 feet from the battle now. Getting close. Okay. I don't want to be right next to a Vargo. I just want to be like the same distance.
So Vargo and Indra are both kind of in the middle of the cave. You were coming up the left side of the cave. Thalen's been on the right side.
Okay, and then where's Ko? As far as
Ko is in the middle, right next to both the gargoyle and the human man.
In that case, I'm going to try frostbite again on the human.
Okay. And that was a con save, you said?
Yep.
That is a 12.
That fails. So he takes 5 points of cold damage, and his next weapon attack has disadvantage on the next turn.
Got it.
Or just the next one he takes. The next weapon attack he takes is disadvantage.
Got it. So like if he took a attack of opportunity or something.
Yeah.
Okay, Ko is up here, and Ko will, seeing that he is alone with everyone, go ahead and take the dodge action, being afraid of both of the people right next to him. Take the dodge action and kind of shelter in place with his shield.
And he trips over the pebble.
Trips over the pebble, dies because of the pebble. Okay, Alistair, you feel the human female stop. Just a heads up.
Yep.
And Gargoyle will fly up in the air and take an attack of opportunity from Ko, who gets a 19.
Get fucked.
Mace, and deals 4 damage to the gargoyle. All right, and then the gargoyle has a flying speed of 60 feet, so he will go directly to where he saw that pebble come from. And he is above, he's flying, so he doesn't get any attack of opportunity from anyone. Thalen, go ahead and make one more stealth roll just because he's going to use his action to search for you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, here we go.
And he rolled pretty well.
I rolled an 18.
He rolled a 19 minus 1.
Oh, what does that mean?
I think
you round down.
Round down.
I don't know what it means.
That's what I've heard.
That's just what you
Always
say.
round down.
I believe that means that he does.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
So again, that was his action. So he is done with his turn, but he does know where you are.
Cool.
And he is flying currently about 30 feet over you.
What's my vertical? Can I jump that high?
Your vertical is not 30 feet, no.
Shit.
Maybe if you were a monk, but you're not
Back
there
to the
yet.
drawing board, everybody.
Just suicide bomber, just go ahead and die, and then we'll start a new character. Next is Vargo and then Indra.
You just have to have a dexterity of 90 for your vertical leap to be 30 feet.
Well, I'm not there. All right, I'm gonna just. Well, I guess this human guy's still here. I can fight with him.
You are 30 feet behind.
I am
or
30 feet away
from him.
But you can use your whole movement to get there.
And you don't have an axe.
I don't have an axe. I do have a longbow, but I've never made any. I have a rapier, hand axe, and a longbow.
You can use your regular movement to get there.
Yeah, but then he'll kill me. So I like.
Oh,
it.
that's right. That's
I
right.
like you. I will shoot him with the longbow. How many arrows do you start with? Because that's how many I have.
I think
20.
10. Oh.
I'll go with 10 because I've made no effort to upkeep my amount of arrows at all this entire campaign.
I've been
Right.
stealing his arrows.
Yeah, I haven't shot any. Okay, I'm gonna
Actually,
go.
you did shoot one, but you got it back because you and Thalen had a little bet who could shoot a
That's
bullseye.
right.
better.
That's right.
But you did get that one back. So.
Cool. Okay, so well now I have 19 to hit
That'll do it. Yep.
on the man, and it's what the fuck, bro? 1 damage.
All right. Just
Big one.
pecking away at him. Pew,
Not-
pew.
Like knocked his left pinky toenail off.
Now
Make
it's
it
really a turkey.
Feel it.
So how far away am I from the gargoyle now?
So the gargoyle is past you, probably about 20-ish feet away, and then 20 feet up as well.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Everyone is so spread out. I can't protect everyone.
Shit, with the hammer.
I'm going to go murder a man.
We're so casual about it all of a sudden.
When the children are killing.
Dalen's probably building up some internal PTSD, but
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
was
this.
going to say some immunity to it.
I think this campaign's gonna take a really dark turn when Thalen just turns into like this serial killer because he's murdering people at 12.
Yeah.
So I go up to the man and I hit him with my hammer.
well, you try to hit him with your hammer.
No, I do it because I rolled a natural 20.
Whoa.
I stand corrected.
She
I stand
does.
Surprisingly, he has a natural 20 AC too. It's weird.
Weird.
Not a normal 20
Natural
AC,
20.
a natural 20 AC.
Well, I could have rolled better on damage. So that's 4 damage to the man.
He's been hit 7 times, but he's still standing.
Jesus.
I'm still standing.
Okay, Thalen, you're up.
Damn. Okay.
Gargoyle about 20 feet above you.
Oh, like directly above me?
Fairly close. Not exactly above
Yeah,
you,
okay.
but he
Like
was
it-
looking for you.
It's a lot faster than me too, though, huh?
Yes, flying.
Yeah,
He can. You saw him fly towards you, and he was going very fast.
Yeah. Okay. How far away am I from everybody? I feel like I'm pretty from everybody.
Yeah, you're like close to 40 to 60 feet ish.
You know what? I just want to continue to skirt around the right side and just try and take a little bit of cover, I guess, to the next like rock or whatever stone formation there is. And I'm just going to try and shoot it with an arrow.
I'm just gonna use a quick stealth roll just to see how good the cover is that you find.
Sure, yeah. 23.
Okay, so you got half cover.
Cool. Here comes this attack. Nat 20, BB.
Damn, 2 in a row.
That
All right.
was 2 attacks in a row. Got that cracking. All right. That will be 12 damage. Shoot
That's
it
a
right
good
in
amount
its
of
butt.
damage.
That is a good amount of damage. That's better than 11.
And better than 4.
Oh, it's still piercing, so probably not 12. Weird. Rocks are immune to arrows, guys.
Who'd have thought?
All right, next up is Alistair.
What did Ko do this turn?
Ko is.
Felt fear.
I think I missed Ko, and he's right behind you now in the order. He dodged one turn.
Ko's just standing there looking into the distance.
He saw a kid murder a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ko is talking to his counterpart, the DM, saying, "Hey, can you fucking step up your game here a little bit?" And I'm saying,
He's reevaluating who the good guys and bad guys are.
All right. So Alistair is seeing that Ko probably has it handled with the human man. Worried about his friend Thalen, he's going to turn, summon the spectral crossbow, and fire a guiding bolt at the gargoyle.
I love the idea of a spectral crossbow, by the way.
That's a 17 to hit.
"That'll do it."
That is 3, 6, 9 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And he is now glowing and made more an easy target until the
Got
next
it.
turn.
Noted. So the archer guy is up next. He didn't attack last round.
Oh, yeah.
So
What did he do?
So
I missed it.
Ko is up. And he will attack the human man, and that'll be a 12, which does not do it. And then he will stay where he's at because he's not trying to get any attack of opportunity. And then the human man will switch to his rapier and swing at Ko
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
With double disadvantage, and that's a 15,
gets
which does not
disadvantage?
do it.
Dodge.
Oh.
Well, dodge stops
Dodge
when
and when
it's the
Ko's
next
turn
round.
started again.
Oh, did he? Okay, right. Forgot he had his turn.
But the disadvantage does do it, and he does miss. So it goes to the human female.
It's just moving slower. Got that frostbite.
Yeah, human female again doesn't move.
Okay.
Alistair, and then Gargoyle will come at the half elf boy.
Big shiny gargoyle.
Don't forget you're behind half cover. That'll be a 16.
16 at half covers +5?
Half cover's +2.
+2? I have a 16 then, so he hits.
Okay, and then the second one was a 13. So his claw attack does hit, but his bite does not. And the claw attack only does 3 damage to you.
Always around.
Always round down.
Got it. And Vargo, you're up next.
I am. I'm gonna turn around and see that stupid little gargoyle and shoot an arrow at his face.
All right,
But specifically his eyeballs.
got it.
Big
Specifically
stony
eyeball.
eyeballs.
So go ahead and roll with advantage because
Nice.
is that correct there, guiding bolt guy?
Mhm.
Wow, that's shockingly bad for advantage. 13.
That will not do it.
No, it won't. It won't.
It just scrapes the glowing off of him. That's all
It
it does.
does.
All right. So next up is Indra.
Right, I'm going to hit this man again.
Go ahead.
It's not a mannequin. It's a person.
That is 18.
That'll do it.
That is. Oh, it's 7 points of damage. I thought it was 1. Did I do it? I murdered him?
Finish him.
Okay. Feels so graphic. I'm just gonna hit him in the head with my hammer.
Splat! Gore everywhere, brains leaking.
No brains. No brains. He just goes down.
I imagine like Fezzik jog his memory. He just goes.
And then I will turn back to the gargoyle, and I will
Fucking
use
gargoyle.
30 feet of movement to head, or however much I need to head over to that way.
Cool. Got it. You are on your way back towards him. He is right next to Thalen at this point. Okay. Thalen, you are up.
Okay. I will begin by using my cunning action to engage, and then I will run 30 feet towards Indra, and I'll say, this big flying stone turkey's hurting me. And then I'm going to, I'll take a shot at it.
All right.
That's going to be enough, I think. 21.
That'll do it.
All right. Take 9 damage.
All right. And
Ha!
that's piercing, so halved to 4.
Nope.
I heard you round up.
You round down.
You round
I
up.
heard.
You round up for children.
Oh, that does make sense though.
Theory of the
Round
small.
down to 0. 4 rounds down to 0.
Next up is Alistair.
Okay, so is the creature still flying? Like the gargoyle
He's
still?
flying. He's flying, but he's close to the ground because he just swiped at Thalen, who then ran away from him.
Okay. Seeing this, Alistair is going to turn and he's just going to at this creature.
Yeah.
And I rolled
A roll.
10 plus. Oh no, wait. I think he rolls. Well, I mean, you got to let me know what's going on.
Go ahead and roll a percentile.
Percentile. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll a percentile for fun because I like percentiles.
That's
We're all rolling
76.
Okay, we're all rolling percentile.
Okay. As you open your mouth to fire away at this gargoyle, nothing comes out of your mouth, but you feel faint, like you're about to fall out of consciousness, but you quickly regain yourself, regain your footing, and nothing happens.
Damn. Okay. I'm just gonna have Tidrin move closer to the battle. Just maybe like 40 feet closer, not like super close, but like 40 feet closer to the battle. And that's my turn.
That then becomes Ko's turn, and he is going to run towards Thalen, seeing that you were attacked last, to try and protect you. And he's going to set up right next to you, and Indra, hold his shield up and be ready to protect the 2 that are next to him. And next up will be the human female, which then begins running again.
I hate this
Alistair.
girl.
Which way?
Away. Again, away.
That's right.
I'm gonna murder her.
Then next up is the Gargoyle, who is now going to go back at Vargo, and he's going to try and grab you with his talons.
It doesn't work.
The strength contest.
I say no.
That's 16.
Uh-oh, that's going to be very close.
He's
Strength
saying,
check.
no, touchy.
15.
So he grabs...
Wait, so do I have to... Is it strength I have to do, or do I get, like, acrobatics? 15.
The Gargoyle grabs you with its leg talons. Basically, it's got just like... doesn't really have feet. It has more of talons that grab you, and he flies up into the air and drops you.
I'm in danger. Don't I have, like, cat-like reflexes?
Do you? Are you?
In the last campaign, I had a really good friend that was a cat. Does that not mean anything?
How big is the cavern?
60 feet tall and or so ish, and then I said about 100 feet wide, I think, at one point. So it's
Okay.
fairly...
No, I think I have 60 by 80 written in my notes with
60 by 80.
absolutely no just like explanation as to what that was.
That could be the width. That could
I
be.
feel like
You know.
that's height, width.
That'll be 15.
What? 15 damage?
Yep.
I'm dead. I'm out.
Okay, that's okay. We're okay.
Just a question. What's your max hit points?
33.
Okay.
What? So if it's more than half, right? So.
No, if you go negative, your max hit points.
Oh, okay.
Like double.
Well, I only went because Sachi I was at 1 and Sachi healed me for 14, so I was at 15. So the dice have been unkind today.
That's a pretty good cure wounds roll too.
It is a great cure wounds.
I did it at second level. I did it.
Oh, okay.
What is it? 2d10?
A 1d8 at first level, and then an additional d8 for every.
Oh, well, so it's 14 for 2d8. It's really nice.
Plus spellcasting.
So that's 3.
Unfortunately, Vargo, you are up next, so go ahead and make a death saving throw. 10
So-
or higher.
I just roll. No,
Roll a d20, 10 or higher, you get a success.
no, like
9 or
my
lower.
mom's stepsister was a priest, so I get +1. Natty 20, beach.
You come back!
You immediately pop. Actually, let's do this. So, as you fall to the ground, you are falling and you are in the middle of falling, and some familiar sensation of fear grips you as you're falling. And as you hit, your head slams back, hits the ground, and it knocks you unconscious. Everything goes dark, and you are in a familiar nothingness that you've been many times before. And as it has been like for each other instance, you are being pulled downwards. Before, you were worried about dying, and what flashes into your memory this time is the feelings that Tidrin sent you back when you had just met up with him maybe a couple hours ago, and the feeling of the people around you, the new people that you've been traveling with, the feeling that there are people around you that you care about, and the feeling that if you are to fall, you will be unable to protect them. And with that, make a quick perception check.
14.
You see something. It's a glimmer of something about 2 feet away from
I grab it?
With confidence,
No confidence. If it's like vibrating, I'm like.
you. Feel a large thing that you've grabbed. And with that, 2 things. First of all, you are back. You're back to the cave. As you touch this, whatever it is, you pop back. And you are back in the cavern. And I'd also like you to take a first point of inspiration.
Ooh.
Okay, and that is your turn. You are back with 1 hit point. You are back awake.
Do I get what's in my hand? Do I know?
So the death saves actually happen at the beginning of your turn. So if he comes
Cool.
back, he actually gets to take his turn.
Boom, you're up. You have nothing in your hand.
Dang
than the sword, but you are
Oh, it's
prone.
a sword. I'm prone. That's cool.
You have gargoyle guano in your.
I'm just gonna. I look.
You have a pebble.
Where's the gargoyle? Where's this gargoyle bitch?
He's 30 feet above you.
No. So I have 1 hit point.
You do.
That's not enough to do a lot of things. I'm gonna shoot my bow and arrow at the human because if I shoot it straight
Human's
up at
dead.
this
Human's
gargoyle,
dead.
I'm gonna shit. All right, I'm gonna shoot it straight up and hit the
You're gonna
gargoyle, and hope it
Okay.
doesn't bounce back and clip my left pinky finger and kill me again.
Why is it always a pinky toe or finger?
Well, it only needs to be 1 health.
Got it.
Wouldn't take a lot.
Yeah. If you get an itch, don't scratch it too hard.
Yeah.
You might fall unconscious.
12 to hit.
Okay, so you take half your movement to stand up and pull your bow and fire it, and the gargoyle is already looking for its next prey, assuming that you were down, but you
Good.
do miss your arrow.
Thank God.
Indra, you're up. Oh, unless you wanted to use the rest of your movement to do anything, or
I
bonus
would
action.
like to go hide under my closest friend, whoever that
Hide
may be.
under your closest friend.
Yes.
Well, Ko was
Who's-
nearby, wasn't he?
Ko was with Thalen and Indra, who, okay, I don't know if they're 15, they're probably a little bit farther than 15 feet away from you, but you can go that direction.
I'll go that direction and cower.
Okay, since he's already here, I will again cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on the boy.
Big yikes.
And that is 13 points.
Are you, is this Thalen or Vargo?
This is Vargo.
Okay, you do have to go a little bit towards the gargoyle to get to him. So you didn't make it all the way to you.
That's okay. I'll go. I don't know how much of my movement does it take to get to him.
15 feet.
Okay, that sounds good. I do that. I heal him up, and then I take the rest of my movement away from him and away from Ko and Thalen. And I'm going to take my hammer and just bash it on my shield to try and get the gargoyle's attention.
Okay, cool. Let's roll intimidation, but an intimidation to bring him towards you.
Performance. Bait intimidation.
Okay, so for intimidation, it is a 12.
Sounds good. Thalen, you're up.
All right. I'm going to assume that turkeys are attracted to loud noises, and I'm going to try and run past it. No, I'm going to stay with Ko.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to continue to take little pot shots at it with all of my ineffective arrows. 18.
That'll hit.
5.
Okay. The gargoyle is like every time you're all hitting it with either physical or magical attacks, it is breaking pieces off of him. He no longer looks like the same figure that he looked like when he was summoned when he first appeared here. So next up is Alistair.
I'm going to shout, "The girl's getting away. We've got to follow her."
And Alistair, your voice is very coarse, and it feels like you just got done with like having a week's worth of bronchitis.
"The girl's getting away. We gotta follow her." I'm going to cast Frostbite on the gargoyle.
Okay, that's a con save.
Con save. Yep.
It's a 10.
Oh, sweet. Okay. 4 points of cold damage, and he has
Okay.
disadvantage on his next attack. And then I am going to take my full movement and bringing Tidrin with me to start heading towards the end of the cave that the woman left through.
So you just ran 30 feet. Okay. Human females using 60 feet, continuing away from you. Next up, Gargoyle will go towards the banging Goliath that has a
Nice.
shield and a hammer, and will, at disadvantage, try and swipe with its claws at you, and that'll be an 8.
I block my shield.
Blocks with the shield as it
He's just
takes
too slow.
a bite attack at you, which is a 17.
Blocked again, bitch.
Boom, boom, block and block. And it will stick right above you. So it is still flying, but right above you.
Is it
as
like
its wings
5 feet? Is it right
yeah,
there?
it's gonna like
yeah, it's right next to you because it just tried to bite you and you blocked it with a shield. It didn't move away or anything like that. And next up is Vargo.
I have a philosophical question for a DM.
Yeah, what's up?
If a bird is carrying me and drops me and I leave its melee range, who gets the attack of opportunity?
If a bird picks you up and
Nice,
drops
as
you,
fall.
I would say that you would get the attack of opportunity. I would say I would probably have you make like a roll at disadvantage because you're
Makes sense. Okay, cool. However, I'm scared, so I'm going to. Is my hand axe anywhere near me?
it is not.
Okay, I'm going to shoot my third arrow
Cool.
at this guy.
How many arrows are stuck in it?
I don't think
It's-
I
it's
think they've just
rock.
clanged off.
12.
I think most of them are chipping pieces off as it breaks the arrow as it goes.
Boo.
What was your hit?
9.
That will miss. Okay,
not
Indra,
my
you're
day.
up next.
Not my day.
Okay, I will just swipe up with my hammer,
And chisel.
and that is that's super effective. That's a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay.
She carves him a new one.
7 damage.
And as your hammer hits rock, it doesn't seem to do as much as you expect, but there are pieces and chunks just off of this gargoyle. This gargoyle does not look happy or, well, it never looked happy, but doesn't look happy or like its old self. So, Thalen, you are up.
It's just like a chip off fuel block, you know.
Oh,
Glad to hear it. And the
Time for the
gargoyle
rock
comes and kills
burns.
you.
That's fair.
Psychic damage.
I feel like I like used half my arrows on this thing. So let's do something fun. I'm gonna examine it with my eye for detail here and find the biggest chip off the block.
Okay.
So that'll be a 13 versus its deception.
Yep, that'll be a 9.
Where's the biggest hole?
The biggest hole is in its right shoulder.
In its heart.
Oh, yeah, it's not what I was gonna
Okay.
say.
So I am going to now run and knives out, try and jump on it and get my daggers in that shoulder.
And that's with advantage, right?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess it'll just be one dagger because I used my bonus action already.
Yeah, the one you had your monocle in the other hand, so that you could investigate.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. 21.
That'll do it. And because you have advantage, that's sneak attack also.
Yeah, buddy. Getting up in that hole. He takes, Jesus Christ. Well, I rolled 2 1s, so 6 plus 3. He takes 9 piercing damage in the hole.
As you stick your dagger into that hole, it actually lodges in there and begins to send cracks throughout this gargoyle. And as you stab into it, it goes deeper and deeper. And as you finally go, you hit something and it crumbles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fall that 5 feet to the ground because you just destroyed this stone.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Another murder.
Yeah, exactly. I look up at the party and I go, does this one count as a murder if it's a gargoyle, or is that okay? Is that allowed?
With blood coming out of his mouth.
It's more like destruction. It's just breaking stuff. You know, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, just common vandalism, I guess.
Common vandalism. Nothing to be worried about.
And Ko walks up to you. You folks know how to handle yourself in a battle. I have never been in a scruff like that.
Woman escaping, and I just keep going.
Who looks like they could use some healing?
Kyle, why do you have a sign that just says "I loot the body"?
I literally made it last time we played and I forgot.
I grab a handful of pebbles.
Okay, you grab a handful of pebbles. Are you actually looting the body, or
No, I'm gonna stick with the group. I do want to check that guy's sword out, though.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna do that really quick.
I'm
you
running,
go
I'm running.
over? Sounds good. Noted. And you inspect the sword, and it is a familiar make to yours. Nothing special. More of like a guardsman's sword. Nothing crazy.
Would it still qualify as a rapier?
It would.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay, add that to your items. Ko is running to follow Alistair. He also goes by Thalen, and this bluish magic comes around his hand as he pats you on the back, and you're healed for 10 health points.
Oh, wow. And
Who's
I
that?
whisper under my breath to him, I say, wow, it feels like having a dad again.
I just knew that was gonna be bad. Right when you started, I was like, oh no.
Does anyone else look like they need healing?
I
Anyone?
certainly don't look great still.
I pull out my flashlight so I can light the way as I take off.
I'm hurting a little bit still.
I will do one more cure wounds. That first level, because I'm out of second level spells.
Oh.
Excuse me, my
Uh-oh.
bug light. I apologize. My
There you
bug
go.
light.
That's 6 points of.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
And Ko also comes up to you, and 4 more.
Okay, I head forward. Let's get the girl.
As you're going, Alistair, after another maybe minute or 2 of you chasing the girl, you lose track. Have you ever used this mind spike before?
I have not, but I should be able to track her if she's on the same plane of existence.
How much does Alistair know about the spell if he's only used it once?
He would just be concentrating. He would be aware of where she was, and he would just be concentrating on her. And he's imagining it in his mind like a beacon, like just like a blinking light in the darkness, and he's just going.
Yep, light that blinking light in the darkness is no more.
Okay. He would keep going and not tell anyone that happened, and just keep going to where he last remembered it.
Cool. So running order here is going to be
Do
Alistair.
we know what's happening?
He's
I
running
called
after
out
her,
that
and he.
she's getting away, and I was.
All right, I'm just gonna pretend you yelled that to me at some point.
I
You
did
have
yell
a
that.
GPS on her.
I yelled that she was getting away, and
Gotcha.
I started running after her. Well, I whispered it, and she's getting.
So as you are all running, so I'll say Alistair is in the front, probably about like 60 to 90 feet ahead of everybody. Who's next? Ko just healed people, so he's probably third or fourth in line. So who's?
I'm probably last because I stopped to get that sword and then healed by 2 different people.
I'm running. Yeah, I'll chase.
I'm probably right behind Phelan.
So it is Alistair, then Thalen, then Indra, then Ko, then Vargo.
May I keep half a cautious eye out tricks and things like that, little goofs and gaffs?
Yes. So question, would that be, that doesn't include your passive perception then? That would be just a roll for your perception?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Perception. Yeah.
Perception it is.
Oh, why don't we just keep it passive? No, that's an 11.
Okay. You're keeping an eye out.
I'm really distracted by all the gargoyle pebbles in my pocket.
Yeah, you literally took pieces of the body that you murdered.
They said it wasn't a real body. It's okay.
So you're all chasing down Alistair. After about another minute or so, you come up to a path that it splits into 3. There's 1 going to the right and 2 going to the left.
Okay, so where, based on just as far as if it was like compass-wise, where was the last point of reference?
Right in between them all.
Oh, so they're spread. Like they're not like.
So they're spread. 2 going to the left, 1 going to the right, and the direction that the female was the last time you saw her was in between those 2, farther ahead.
Vertically same height.
A little bit higher.
Do any of these paths seem like they're angled in any direction?
Go ahead and make perception real quick.
Okay.
Because you are chasing and you are trying to
swath
figure
my
out.
light around.
While he does that, and when Thalen gets there, he wants to search for foot tracks or clues like that about some.
Cool. Go ahead and make perception. You're only some feet behind them. It's not too much behind. They've now caught up to you. And I'm going to keep the same marching order though.
Got that cracking.
What's that?
20.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Hey.
As you come up, you were looking for what again, Alistair?
I was looking to see if any of them had a change in elevation, so I can pick of the 2 that it's splitting. Which one looks like it more like it's heading up?
Got it. Understood. Between those 2, they both are going up in elevation. And then Thalen comes up behind you and is looking for foot tracks and got a natural 20, which you quickly go up and down all 3 of these. And what you notice is that like you're leaving these foot tracks, and as you go up, you're following foot tracks that you can kind of tell probably fit the female. And then they turn around, and then you come up again and you turn around, and then it comes up to the 3rd one, and then the 3rd one on the far right is the direction in which she ended up going.
Hey, there's some extra petite feet over that way.
So was the 3rd one he was looking at, was that not either of the ones that I was looking at?
No, it was the
Okay.
far right one.
Okay, let's do it then. Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Just as I tromp in, I'm just like, okay, we're taking a break. Cool.
And they continue running.
I'm gonna be just as far behind. I'm gonna sit there for like 2 minutes.
Thalen, I lost her, so you gotta use your we're following you now. Whatever tracks you see, we'll follow those.
I got it. Yeah, I could see these petite feet anywhere. They're almost as big as mine.
And I'm just holding the light up just to help him, but I'm letting him lead the way.
Got it. As you all run, so Thalen, you're now ahead, then Alistair, Indra, then Ko, and then trailing by a little bit is Vargo. What you all notice as you're coming up through this curve, as you go the right side, it starts to curve, and as you get back, there are 2 other entrances to the same place.
So they all tied to the same, potentially.
You continue to run. As you are running, I'll just say one more perception check, Thalen, since you are in the lead here.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm gonna guide him.
Give me that
I'm right there. I'm gonna guide him.
Oh, that's right. You can do
Go
that.
ahead and go with advantage too, because we have Alistair helping you with the light.
Okay, yeah. That is going to be a 24.
Okay, you are following the tracks just perfectly, and it is, continuing the same direction, and you are on it, on top of it. You know that you're not straying off. You're not worried about losing or anything like that. You keep going for another couple of minutes, and
Can I pop on my green cap real quick so that if they run into me, they know that we're the green cap.
you got it. Yeah.
Stay on brand
Green
here.
cap crew.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Are you the only one that has the hat on right now?
Green Cap Crew.
I'll leave that up to anybody else.
I do not.
I want to put mine on when I get the chance.
Vargo, you don't even see him putting
Mine
this
doesn't
on. You're
fit.
so
Next time we take a break, I'm putting it on.
got it.
I also reviewed my notes today and remembered I had 4 in reserve just in case we met somebody who deserved
You
it.
did, but they're all different sizes. They're
They
not
are.
all the same size.
Yeah,
So-
well, different strokes for different folks and stuff.
As you're continuing going with that perception check, you come upon a body. And it is the female that you are tracking. It looks burnt almost.
I put my hands out and I say,
Wait. Don't touch it. Don't. Be careful.
yeah, forensic investigation, guys. Everyone put on your clean shoes. And he just starts kind of looking around. I want to see if, so you said it's burnt?
It seems burnt, yeah, from first.
Okay.
I'm gonna look overhead with the light.
Alistair, go ahead. I want you to make a quick, let's call this insight real quick.
And is this just basically a corridor? There's no
Yeah,
rooms
so
or
again,
branches
80,
right
80
here?
feet. It's like the only split off has been those 3, and then it seems
Oh!
like
the
it's canceled.
2 from earlier, yeah.
17 for insight.
I was just wondering my experience with healing and bodies in general. Do I have an idea as to what might have caused the death? Is it actual burns? Because you keep saying it seems like burns.
Make a medicine check real quick. And Alistair will get back to you in a second.
Can I keep a
Ass.
lookout up ahead?
Go ahead and make
So,
one last
15 feet up?
perception check here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and keep this perception check for the next little bit. No.
Yeah.
No. You need to
Yeah.
get rid of that dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got that cracking.
I'll keep that idea. I'll keep that in
Got
mind.
that
Keep that in mind.
cracking. Trying to get that marketing deal.
Yeah.
Indra, would you roll?
11.
You can tell that the body is burnt, and it seems that it is burnt all over, though. It's not like it just got hit from the front. It seems like it got hit from all sides. And Alistair, with your background and history and things, you can actually tell that this burn is electricity, a burn from lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see anything when I looked around the ceiling because I'm trying to sweep the space with the light, because as soon as I saw her injured, I'm thinking, what's the source? And I just start sweeping just quick from where I'm at.
As you look around, nothing coming from the walls, no traps, nothing that you can see that would have done this.
All right, guys. I mean, I want to know what's on her. Maybe something she had burst. It looks like lightning. It looks like some kind of electrical burn.
I am going to loot the body.
No, I called it. You can't do that.
Just because you're holding the sign up doesn't mean that I'm not going.
I don't want any of the stuff. I'm looking for clues as to who she might have been, what she was doing. We heard them talking about selling a girl. I'm curious about all of that.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation. Investigation.
My good rolls are gone now. 3.
You don't really find anything on her, but you're honestly a little bit distracted at the fact that these burns, you recognize the types of burns. You've seen these burns before, and it makes you flash back to times when you've seen these before, and that's what's distracting you and not making you able to really focus in on what you're looking for.
It's bad. Bad feeling. Bad seeing.
It's just, I mean, you have worked with healing before, and so it's the same feeling that you would have gotten if you had seen someone get struck by lightning out in the world. It's just like and you're remembering the times when you've had to deal with this before.
Like when you murderize people.
I was going to say, when I
Yeah.
see people die by lightning, I'm usually sick, on to the next guy.
Vargo, did you also want to look at it, or
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good over here where I am. Far away from that.
what do you all do next?
So you said that the room has 3 passageways connecting to it.
No, that's you're in one path. So it's a straight shot, except for the one time that it split and you took that one path, and then it came back together, was what it seems like. and you just continued straight, and now it's just a straight path.
Does this woman look familiar?
Not that you've ever seen before, no.
We're just in a hallway. She was just collapsed in a hallway. Okay. I'm curious as to what did this, but I'm also curious as to where she was heading. I mean, maybe whatever did this to her took something from her.
Weren't we looking for another blue dragonborn?
Yes,
Don't they do lightning stuff?
they do.
Is it possible our person has rescued themselves?
Maybe, but they didn't come back our way, and our way was the entrance. And this place is called the Endless Grotto.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that name now that I think about it.
A little concerning.
A little
We should
concerning.
probably keep track of which way we go.
We're dropping breadcrumbs or
It could
something.
also be divine intervention, essentially, if they were followers of Ryu.
True. But either way, we haven't seen her, so we still have to find her.
Are there any other footsteps around that aren't hers?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Do I see him start to walk to look around?
Ko is looking at the body, and you do see Vargo taking an eye.
All right, I'm gonna guide you then. So you get a D4.
A D4? It's my favorite dice, except for the rest of them. It's a 1. Well, I got a 10, 11.
You see other footprints. Yes, there's actually many that are fresh. There's some that are
those
fresher than others, but for the most part, there are. But obviously, hers stopped there.
I go to the edge of the tunnel, or further up the tunnel from where we went. We hadn't been before, and I put my foot next to any of them, see if any of them seem similar.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
There are any that look like
There-
Dragonborn, because I don't wear shoes. I don't know if
Yeah,
any other.
there
Dragonborn do,
there
but-
does seem to be some Dragonborn footprints.
Okay.
So Ko is looking at the body and pulls up a bag of some sort, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad we don't have to deal with these anymore." And he opens the bag, and you see other small figures, and one that you recognize to be what looks like a very small gargoyle in a pouch. Should we take these, or do we need to? Do you
I
think
don't
that
think it'd be
these?
safe to leave them.
Oh, cool mini pack.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure. I don't know what this is. So does anyone else want this? I'm not really.
I'll take it. It looks cool.
Have it. Go ahead and mark that down in your inventory.
A bag of miniatures.
Stone turkeys.
Stone
Stone
turkeys.
They're not all gargoyles. We'll talk more about them later. What else you find in there? Okay, so this does look like maybe either Nora or Sava. I'm not sure, but we should probably keep going, just carefully.
Hopefully, some of these other. Sorry. Hopefully, some of these other might be the other people that were with Nora, since she was searching. There was supposed to be a party ahead of us, right? We were late.
Well, they're said to be a group with her looking. So I think there was two others. From what I got a quick info bit from Attic, and I'm not quite sure. They said that there was maybe two others.
Okay. I guess we keep looking. I mean, this was just an interruption, but our goal is still our goal, is to find them, right?
Right.
Do you think that maybe those people that we fought? Do you think there's more of them in here? More of
I'm not sure. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what this cave is. This cave isn't known for anything, at least. From what I know of, it's not known to be a hideout of any sort or anything like that. So,
You seem to be the best warded against some of the creatures of this cave. You mind just kind of moving ahead a little bit as we peek down this, at least until we get to the end of this tunnel?
yeah, I would be happy to. I mean, I focus more of my efforts into protection rather than battle, so I feel pretty safe with you all behind me. It's been an interesting time watching you all fight, so I'll take the front and I'll make sure to try and be prepared for anything.
We're grateful for your help, for sure.
Right back at you. I don't think I would have made it out of that by myself, so thank you. And he takes the lead and he keeps going down the pathway. You're traveling for maybe 10-15 minutes at this point. Everyone make a perception check real quick.
12.
14.
23.
15.
Okay, so pretty good average. So you all notice as you're going down this path, it's getting colder. And as you're going, your breath seems to be becoming quicker. It becomes heavier. It becomes more difficult to keep your breath as you're walking, Indra.
Do I feel like we are going into a higher altitude?
You feel like you may be going uphill, which is maybe why your breath is a little bit lighter. It's not necessarily as in you're going to a mountain necessarily. You're not going that steep or anything like that, but it does seem like you're getting to something that's making it colder, and you are going uphill, which maybe is what's making your breath come quicker. as you continue, Balin, notice that something is off. Something. You don't know what it is, but something's off.
I put on my Sundabar hat.
Oh, my hat's on too, for sure.
You mean the warm one?
Mm-hmm.
Got
My
it. Okay,
green
switching
hat's
up the
on.
hat. Got it.
And as soon as he takes it off, I'm like, what the heck, dude?
It's cold. Huh? I gotta put on my cozy cap.
Do you have one for me?
I give him my second green cap. You could double up. I go, hey, something's not right here. I'm getting the willies.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, just something seems strange. This isn't normal.
Like, do you want to stop? Should we look around?
And as you're talking, a crossbow bolt flies in, and Ko blocks it with his shield. And he readies himself, and you all see a blue dragonborn
Ah.
with a crossbow. And the blue dragonborn with its crossbow is on one knee. As it sees Ko and who it actually is, visibly you all see they relax and they put their hands in the air and drop their crossbow and fall to their other knee, and just seems like just breaks down in tears.
Blue Dragonborn and who else?
That's it.
Just a Blue Dragonborn. Okay.
Just a blue dragonborn. And Ko starts running over to them and puts their hand on their shoulder and is talking to them and whispers. As you all kind of walk up, they compose themselves and turn towards you, and you see a fair blue dragonborn that has horns that go directly back, has a longer snout, nose, and is fairly lithe, muscular, has a light leather armor on, has a arrow in their side, and it's broken off, and she looks pretty worse for wear, not doing very well. You see tear streaks, you see that she is scared and not happy and angry. You see this bark behind her eyes, that she is unhappy and frustrated, and she looks towards you all and looks towards Ko and turns and walks back 5 feet, bends down and grabs another body and starts walking away from you all.
Further deeper into the tunnel or back?
Deeper into the tunnel. And as you look up, and because you didn't notice this originally, you see a faint light in the back, and you start hearing the wind coming from farther down. As you all continue forward, kind of following this blue dragonborn, you see them get to this, like the exit, but it is so dark outside that it didn't look like an exit before because of this ravaging storm that's happening outside. You can hear now this blustering wind, this ravenous rain coming down. It's the rain is not going straight down because of all the wind. It's going left, right. It is crazy out there. And you see the blue dragonborn walk up and dragging this body, pulls the body forward to where the hole's at and drops the body, and it disappears.
This was a new body. This wasn't the one that we found.
Correct. It was a new body. And she comes back looking at all of you, anger and anguish shown on her face. Who are these people? Ko, who are they? They might be with this rabble. No, they're with me. They took out some people that we believe might have been slavers coming for you. They might have been with the people that took your sister. I'm not sure, but they're gone now. These people are good.
I'm a cleric of Ryu.
And you see this anger lighten, and blessed be. That is great news to hear that you are all with another follower of Ryu. It has been a lucky or an unlucky day. I cannot tell you. There have been 2 others that were with me that maybe were with these other people that you were with, but they tried to attack me as we got nearer to the edge of this place and tried to subdue me, and I got lucky.
What did they look like?
2 humans, 1 male, 1 female. They were your average human, I guess. And she looks around, making sure that she's not offending anybody, but they were basic I can't even tell you anymore. One had a beard, one had light brown hair. I didn't know them beforehand. They seemed to be adventurers, just like you. They offered help, and they gave me their names. One was Ananias, and one was Balrin. They seemed to be willing to help me out to try and find my sister, but alas, they did not do what I had asked, and then ended up turning on me, and I had to use self-defense, and I had a couple lucky shots. I'm not much of a battler, but the crossbow, and she holds up a hand crossbow that she had shot earlier at Ko, had given me some good aim.
Were you beset upon by another back further in the hallway?
Yes, I was finished with these two, caught my breath for a little bit, and was trying to make my way out because I found the end of this endless grotto as not a place where anyone is able to go. But I tried to come back, and there was someone waiting for me. She had been running towards me, and I again was afraid that she was with these two, and so I took her out.
So she wasn't one of the people you started with?
The woman that came running towards me?
Yeah.
She was a new person. She wasn't with you, right?
No.
So you used your breath weapon on her that we all have and know how to use.
She
Um,
kind of looks weird at you. Yeah, yes.
I exhale really big and see if something.
Okay, roll nothing because you don't have a breath weapon.
Dalen, I think you need to brush your teeth a little bit, my friend.
Why?
All that milk, is starting to give you a little bit of a kind of a stank to the.
You did 1 damage with your
Oh,
breath weapon to,
you can smell my aftertaste?
A little bit.
take 1 point of poison damage, everybody. This has been a fucking disaster. I don't know. I didn't learn anything. I don't know anything about finding my sister. I'm grasping at straws here. And Ko, I appreciate your help as always. And you all, I apologize. I'm not sticking around for introductions, but wait. And she goes into her pack and she says, I know I owe you all for the help that you've given. And I truly believe if there were more of them out there, if you hadn't shown up, I would be dead or worse, taken. Maybe I would have found my sister, but maybe I would have been in the same predicament. So thank you all. And she comes by and she hands each of you 25 gold pieces. This is all I have left, and you all deserve it and more. Ko, I have no gold for you, but as always, the frayed lady, the next round is on the house, so that's for you. And then one other thing, and she goes into her pouch and she's like, again, I don't have any more gold or anything. I found this on one of them. They had talked about this item. I don't really know what it is or what it does or if it works anymore because it seems like it may have been damaged after fighting. But and she goes up to the first person who would have been Thalen, I guess, would have been the first person after Ko, and hands you what looks like a smooth stone rod that has a fancy leather wrap around it, and on the edge is a square piece of glass that looks like it has a crack in it. I don't know what it was. They seem to think that it was special and that it did something, but maybe you all can figure out how it works. And hopefully it does better for you than it did for them, I guess. So I don't know if it's special.
Can I help? And I gestured to the arrow. Can I help you?
No offense. I would prefer Ko. And she turns to Ko and he's like, I used what I could on these people. So again, they are good people. I promise you they're not going to hurt you. They just let them. And she resigned, comes towards you and looks over at Indra and says, again, I apologize, Dragonborn, but follower of Ryu, are you able to do anything about this?
I think so. Yeah. Do I take the arrow out?
Roll a medicine check.
The rolls are bad. 8.
How are you going to try and help?
I was going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. From what you think of an arrow wound, you would assume that pulling it out is going to do more damage, but it ultimately will help you heal it better.
I am going to take this arrow out of you.
Okay. And she tears a piece of the cloth of what she was wearing and she puts it in between her teeth and nods her head.
I'm sorry. I'll pinch the end and pull it out fast.
Okay, you pull it out and cast something to heal
Cure
her.
wounds.
Okay, what kind of, how much?
It's only 6 points of healing, unfortunately.
Okay, the wound does heal over. It is not completely healed, but she nods her head, and I apologize, Dragonborn. I just, I appreciate those of the followers of Ryu.
Understood.
And she turns and she says, adventurers, if I've learned one thing, just be careful in who you trust. If you want to be safe, find family or find your gods or goddesses. Go to the hills to safety. Society has been not great recently, so just be careful out there. And I'm gonna go on my own. Please don't follow me. I'm gonna find my
Bye,
sister.
don't follow me.
Please just let me go. And Ko, I appreciate all you've done, but I must go. And she goes
So
the opposite
she
direction,
heads deeper in.
back towards where the entrance was at.
So the way that she was going, it was just a cliff. Like was she just tossed like it was an opening and then a cliff?
Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm also curious. I don't know if I just count on
Go ahead and
Tim's
roll.
roll.
Yeah, you roll as well. Go ahead and roll as well.
Modified 1.
Hey, I got a natural one.
Nice.
You all
I got a 10.
this okay. The for the first two, the storm outside is crazy. It is an angry storm that is going on, and Indra, you actually can kind of feel a presence out there. And
Is it
Alistair, you actually
Ryu?
feel something too, Alistair. You don't know what it is, but you feel some sort of presence out there as well. Like it seems, yeah, it seems like something. Vargo, you look out and you see that it is a cliff that drops straight down and it goes a ways. Like you had been going at an incline for most of your travel, and where this end of this cave was just a hole in the wall of some mountain, and if you were to go down, it would not be a happy ending.
So we can't even see the bottom. Like we can't see what's down below.
Because of the storm, it's foggy, or you just can't see the bottom. Yeah, but you can't really see 60 feet even, so you don't really know.
Is the presence that I sense Ryu?
You feel Ryu, yes. Not that she's here, but that there is something of her making here.
I
And
wanna
again, Alistair, you don't know what you feel. You just feel something.
drop a. Is it dark? It's dark, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It's like storm dark. Like the sun is. You're thinking the sun is probably still out, but it seems really dark because of the storm.
And we're like deep in a cave. I want to drop a torch down there and see how far it is.
Okay, mark that off your items. And you drop a torch, and it goes probably, you would have guessed, like 90 feet and disappears into the fog or something.
I guess I wouldn't be able to hear it.
It's so loud because of the storm. Thalen, I feel like you want to say something.
Is she jumping off this cliff? Is that am I? Or...
No,
She's going-
she went the
she's
other
going
way.
towards
She
the
went back.
entrance.
She went back.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Very
Just
dark.
throw herself into this.
Thanks for
abyss.
healing me.
Yeah. Okay.
I will take some of my sea glass and random bric-a-brac
Bric-a-brac.
and drop a handful into the hole. And then I'm going to go over to Thalen and assume you're still holding the rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking through it like it's a magnet, and I'm inspecting for clues on the ground.
I can heal that, fix that broken part.
I hand it to you.
And I'll cast Mending on it.
Does that take time, or is that instant?
It is instantaneous.
Okay. As she casts this, the glass piece, because it's fairly small, seems to glue together and disappear. You can see through it. And now, if you look back through the glass, it seems a little bit different. Like you can see better with it.
Whoa, glass is cool.
You're not sure, Thalen, what it's doing exactly, other than it seems kind of magnifying glass-esque.
We can find all sorts of clues, guys. Look at this.
It's interesting.
If you give me time, I can tell you what kind of magic it does, but not specifically what it does.
The magic of detective work. And I hand it over to Indra. Said, take a look at it. Examine it.
And I can do detect magic ritually. I don't have identify.
Go ahead. I want just a really quick Arcana check, just to see.
That's my second natural one in a row.
You can tell it is magical.
Great, good. I detect magic.
You're probably wrong.
You do detect that it's magic because you get that automatically, but you don't know much more about it.
So the
I
spell doesn't
declare
work. It
bankruptcy.
doesn't tell me the school of magic.
Yeah, I could tell you the school of magic. It would be divination.
Mm.
Even though I don't really know the schools of magic very well, so I may change that later. But for now, it's divination.
Perfect. That's
With
spell
your natural one, you just get DM's best guess.
I rolled myself, and I got a very low intelligence on Dungeons and Dragons. So
so I will give it back to Phelan. This does some kind of divination magic, probably.
Can I hold it like towards this, like some point far in the storm, and see if it comes through the storm cloud at all, or fog or anything?
you activated something, and it basically, like, just to you, like when you look through the glass, it's like a pulse of some sort of like energy as it like goes out.
Ripple?
About 30 feet, like 30 feet of a rippling magical effect, and only you see it out of this glass. And it goes over, but it doesn't necessarily reveal anything.
I go, oh, okay.
You do see something different,
Right.
something crazy, something magical that you've never seen.
I'm gonna walk around with it. Can I walk up the hill a little bit? Or-
Towards the hole, towards the
Yeah. Let me walk towards the hole and see what happens in the hole.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm just walking with the looking glass around.
You walk up to the edge.
I'm gonna like have his shirt like in my hand. Like,
Do you want to try doing whatever you did again to sort of like activate this thing?
Yeah, I look real good at it.
Okay. You give him the lazy eye.
Give him the ladies
For an
here.
American Tale. Yeah, that pulse comes out one more time and goes out into the fog and the storm, and again, it doesn't pick up anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can only see so far. Maybe we gotta go
Yeah.
someplace where you can. Everything's not a million miles away.
I know that Clarabelle will identify it for us.
That's
She's
right.
done that for other things.
That's right. And we could probably exchange this for something, or at least tell her the tale about it. Maybe get some information about what's going on with this thing. You too, Vargo. Maybe she'll know what's going on with your little baggie.
yeah, it's true. Hey, Indra, can you detect this? And see what it is?
I cast detect magic. Ritualistically, it does take 10 minutes to do this.
Okay, you've already been sitting here for 10 minutes, so that's just a heads up. You're all going to be sitting here for another 10 minutes while she's casting that. So if there's anything that you want to do, feel free.
I'm gonna try to piece together a long rest here, or a short rest.
Short rest is an hour there, bud.
I know. We'll see if I can stall him.
Okay, you'll start a short rest. Got it.
Well, I started it 10 minutes ago.
No, I got you. No, I understand.
We got-
You're
we got
20 minutes
10.
into an hour.
20 minutes in.
Can I look at our robot bird friend with the magnifying glass?
Robot bird friend. I'm going to need that. What are we talking about?
Tidrin.
Teaser.
Tidrin,
Oh,
I can't
gotcha.
remember. I don't have my notes.
Yeah, you can activate it.
He's a little insulted that you thought he was a bird, but
It does seem like you can see closer or see like into him, and things look bigger. And one more of those pulses come out. Nothing pings on it though. Indra, you detect magic. Go ahead and roll one more time to see if you can get anything more.
I did roll a 2 this time.
Hey, that's double your normal roll.
So, what was it? Arcana?
Yeah.
It's a 2.
Okay.
Yes, how does that happen?
You can't tell if it's the figures themselves or if it's something that's cast on the figures, but you do detect some conjuration magic.
Cool. About how many turkeys are in my bag of stone turkeys?
4.
4 stone turkeys.
It's a whole Thanksgiving dinner.
I will tell Vargo.
Is it a flock or a gaggle of turkeys?
Well,
It's
considering
neither. God damn you all. It's not
it's
turkeys.
a group of
It's a gobble of
gargoyles.
gargoyles.
Should I write down what it actually was called?
Write down what?
Because you said it's like a gargoyle and a couple other things.
Stone turkeys is fine for me.
Okay, all right, stone turkeys it is. Four stone turkeys.
Anything else you want to do before you head back, or do you want to wait another 40 minutes for Barco?
We can like walk back and have it count as part of a short rest, right?
Yeah, I'll allow that if you want to.
I'll
Just
like
take it
slowly
easy.
mope and walk at the same time.
I think I get anything on a short rest.
You can roll hit dice for some health back if you need.
She
Gargoyle, if you
did.
want to do that.
All right. Write it down.
So you spend, I'll say, the better part of maybe an hour or two, an hour and a half walking back, just kind of shooting the shit.
I want to talk to Ko.
Alistair, what do you want to do?
I just wanted to keep an eye out for any other paths and maybe take a different path back just to see, because all those paths ran into each other, and I'm curious as to why she turned back on those other paths.
We'll get to that first before you talk with Ko. You go down a different path and you realize it was just 3 paths that went to the same.
And there was no reason that I can determine that she turned back on those other paths.
Make an intelligence check.
I have that. I have at least one intelligence.
Have an intelligence.
And intelligence.
We don't have a very smart crew here.
15.
We dumb.
The best you can guess is that she was looking for the path to get to where people that she knew were at, and she was trying to look for the footprints also.
When we walk by the lightning, can I examine?
You examine the lightninged body.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm just trying to see what this thing does and if it does some spooky stuff with the body.
You're talking about like the magnifying glass type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't pulse this time. When you try the same thing that you tried before, it doesn't, nothing happens.
Oh, I wore it out.
It'd be
Out
so
of
sad.
Juju.
You used it up. Oh
I go, hey, Indra, I look too hard.
no.
I
Well,
think it's tired.
I broke my toy.
we can
maybe
look
yours.
again tomorrow.
Maybe your stick
Yeah?
just needs a short rest like we need one.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Probably.
I put it in my backpack and I take out one of my toy figurines and I just start doing some action kicks with it.
Cool. The little green.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Buzz, light you to the rescue.
I want to check that body of the guy on the way out.
Of the which guy?
The swordsman dude.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's not bad. 18.
You find a couple things on his body, actually. First of all, you find 4 gold and 3 silver if you're looting for his stuffs. You also find a note that says, meet at the end of the Endless Grotto. And then it's signed KS.
KS. Does the initials KS mean anything?
I don't know. I don't think so. Does it?
Who are you talking as, DM? I don't know.
I'm talking as DM. Yes, I don't.
Don't second guess me, God.
You're talking to your inner self here. You're like,
I was talking to my friends. I didn't mean to go into a trance again. I'm sick of this.
The other individuals' names, the only ones we knew were Anais and Balrin.
Well, I'll keep it.
Hey, Ko, what's your last name?
it's a really good question. Oh man, I really want to make it Zordon. That would be cool.
Then make it Zordon.
I'm gonna
Zordon.
make it. I'm gonna find a good one. I really like this character, so I want to make it a good name. Ko.
Sally.
Oh, Sally.
His name is Beelzebub. No relation.
Lucan. Lucan.
It's better than Ko Sally.
If we're at the bodies,
Yeah, if you're talking to the Ko, that's fine. What you do.
Yes. What can I do for you?
have you heard about any like slaver activity in the area? Is it possible they took the sister?
I don't know anything specific about any slavers or anything. The only like people taking other people that I've dealt with in the recent past around here has been the grung, the toad figures. This doesn't seem their speed. They're not much of cave dwelling people, as more of a outside thing, at least from what I know of.
Why did Nora ask for our help and then send us away as soon as you think maybe she just burnt disappointed in what happened to her?
Yeah, no offense, my Goliath friend, but the followers of Ryu they get angry, and I feel like they follow their passion and their heart, which is great, but also it seemed to me from what she had said that she couldn't trust anybody else. She had asked for help multiple times. This isn't the first lead that she's followed to failure trying to find her sister. And if it were just been me, or if it had just been Indra here, I think she may have stuck with us. But I think just, dealing with adventurers might have been too much for her at the moment. She may come back around, and she may come back to Avalon and need some more help, but just give her some time to cool off, I think.
I would like to look at the orc body for clues as to what they were doing. Not necessarily like I don't really care about his gold or anything. I just want to know if there's any hints as to what was going on.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Y'all, this had better be better. It is. It's a natural 20.
That is better.
Hey,
Are you just flipping a coin? You really only, you only have
It's
natural
like you're
steps.
charging your Kamehameha when it's just your D&D dice. Okay, so what you find on him, you're just looking for things related to what they were doing?
Yeah, or like who he was, what his business was.
Okay, what you get a kind of a feel from his belongings and the things that are on him, you get that he might have been higher up or had more money than the other two that you dealt with. Seems kind of like he was the one making, like, giving the directions and things like that, but he doesn't have any like note or anything on him like the other body did. But he was with them and kind of seems like he was the one leading them to get whatever they were trying to get, this dragonborn woman.
Okay. And no like symbols or anything.
No symbols or anything.
Okay.
Just a lot of nice stuff. Like I said, gold trimmed armor and that kind of stuff. You seem like from your high roll, you can kind of tell that like he's got that money because he's higher up in whatever he does.
Okay.
Did you want to talk with Ko as you all walk out of the cave?
I said all I had to say.
Go. I know it's been a bit of a long day, but
It has been a long day. It has been a long week. When I get back to town, I'm taking a couple days off. I just need to let loose a little bit. I'm gonna take her up on those drinks and try and relax a little bit. I came right from out dealing with a job, coming straight back, running over here, and then getting to the end of this, watching all you do amazing work, while I pretty much did nothing, and scared shitless, get to the end here just for my friend to then leave and not even say any words to me. So it's been a day.
yeah. Well, we're grateful for your help too. I know a few of us would be on 2 feet right now if it weren't for you. So we're grateful for that.
I mean, you all really do inspire me, because I talked a lot, when we were coming in here, I talk a big talk about how I want to make things better, and I feel like I just don't ever take action. Like, you all just jumped right into this fight. This gargoyle comes at you all, and you all just knew what to do, and were fighting with such passion, and all I was there to do was block things, and I don't feel like I did my part. And I guess I mean this to be a compliment, not derailing myself off of this, but I appreciate all of you. So,
well, we're grateful regardless of what you think, but we are grateful. I just wanted to say that after you're done with your rest, I would love to get a tour around the Temple of Bahamut sometime.
gladly, I would love to. That would be. And I'll put it on my list of things to do. Like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I may go camping or something light and easy and fun. But I will be back, and if you want, at a certain point, maybe in 3 or 4 days, come by and I'll meet you over there.
That would be great.
Sounds good. Don't sell yourself short, by the way. You did fine.
I just want to do more.
Well,
Again, I don't dislike our monarchy or anything like that. I feel like they could be doing more. I feel like, in general, people could be doing more, and I want to be like you all. Like, I want to be able to change things. I don't want to just be the guy with the shield. I want to be the guy leading the charge. I want to be someone who makes a difference.
I understand that feeling.
I have an idea, Ko. Deputy Vargo, how many green caps do you have?
4, sir.
May I have one of your spare caps?
Yes, sir. What size?
I look over at Ko. How big is his head?
So he's an elf, and elves, he's a little bit shorter than Vargo, and he's muscular but very lithe. So he's got a smaller head, not maybe just a little bit smaller than Vargo's.
Give him the size of what it would be us, but grown up. So I guess your size.
Okay.
I cast light on it, and so it's glowing with a green light
Yeah.
as he places it on his head.
I put it on his head.
Wow. What does this do?
It makes you a cadet of the Green Cap crew.
Is that what you all call yourselves?
Oh yeah, Big
And
time.
he looks directly at Indra when he says this.
Say that's what you call yourself. Yeah.
I don't say anything. I don't say anything.
He awkwardly looks around and well, thanks for the hat. I appreciate it.
Regardless, you're one of us, and we've got your back if you ever need anything.
I appreciate that. I'll do you proud. I promise. Okay. Wow, that's gives me all goosebumps and everything. I feel good now. As you continue your way out, at this point, you've made it to the back to the entrance. And are you all going back to Avalon then? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you get to the entrance of Avalon, there
Is
is.
Ko still with us? Sorry.
Yeah, he's still following you.
Okay,
He's
cool.
still with you. As you get to the entrance of Avalon, you see kind of sitting back with his arms crossed, leaned up against the wall, is a large human man with graying hair, like silver gray hair, pretty short and clean cut. He's jacked. He's got tons of muscles. He's got a lot of what looks like weapons hanging from him. And as you all walk in, he looks at each of you and he looks and catches eyes with Vargo. So, you must be Vargo, is that correct?
It is.
My name's Perkins.
I hate him.
Perkins is the name that you are given by Ulfira
He's the EOS.
Oh.
for one of the Warriors Guild
He's the EOS, right?
EOS.
Or the EOS.
Correct.
Perkins.
So I got your name from Ulfira, and I heard you might be interested in joining the Warriors Guild.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
you
What
got
do
some
I have to
time?
do? Right now?
Right now.
Yeah. Do I have time,
Alright.
you guys? Are we in the middle of something? We're done, right?
I
Yeah,
think
let's
we're
go.
done. Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Well, excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna take Vargo here, and I got some work to do with him. I'll have him back to you in about a week. How's that?
Oh,
Whoa.
I think
Well,
I have to.
You're gonna have to pay a commission to take deputies off our hands. You know, we kind of have them on retainer.
It's true.
You said a full week?
So, Vargo, this has got to be up to you, my good friend. Do you want to be part of the Warriors Guild, or
Well, I mean, the rules are the rules. No, I'm coming with you. I'll come with you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity.
I don't know when this is happening, but before we leave Ko, I would like to have a moment with just him. So whenever that fits in, I just don't want it to be passed by.
Noted. So he goes with Vargo, and he goes into the city also, but he splits off pretty quickly away from you all. And I'll come back to that in a second, Vargo. And as you all go, it's probably later on in the day now. After everything that you've gone through, it's probably closer to like 5 o'clock or so, kind of dinner rush-y. So there's people like all over the city running around. You haven't found a quiet place since you've come in, and you get to a certain point where you're kind of bottlenecked up, and there's just like you're all kind of squeezed together, and you're pushing through this like small space where you're trying to get back to the Frayed Lady where you had last stayed. And Thalen, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Perceive this 26.
26? Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding
How
me?
do you do that?
Somebody
I got
has
a
to roll
+7.
well.
Got a 19.
Okay. You feel someone in your pocket.
I grab the hand.
It is someone your size. Grab the hand, make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. How about a 14?
They rolled a 15. So as you grab their hand, you grab the hand, and it is someone your size that has like a hood on, and the hand slips away from yours, and they duck underneath and like go through these people and try and
I'm
run and
chasing
get
them.
away from you. Okay. You all see Thalen as he jets through all of these people.
I don't see shit. I got a passive perception of 9.
Well, I mean, you don't see the hand going in, but you do see Thalen. Like Thalen breaks off from you, so he's no longer walking with you. So you see that. Are you following them, or what are the rest of you two doing?
Well,
I'll
has
follow.
Vargo already left us?
Vargo's already left you.
Then yeah, we'll follow.
I follow. Does Ko come?
Ko does, yeah. He's following, but he's not in any rush or anything. He doesn't really know what's going on, so he's following Indra. He's probably last. And go ahead and everyone make a acrobatics to get through these people.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
9.
10.
Okay, you first of all, Thalen gets a little bit away from you two, but Thalen, you pretty quickly lose the person that was in
Yeah.
your pocket.
I'm just catching elbows left and right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other two of you pretty quickly catch up to Thalen, but he's no longer like jetting through because of just the amount of elbows that he's caught straight to the face.
Ah, damn! I hate being elbow height.
Great line. Iconic.
So, Thalen, go ahead and make one more quick perception check.
Yeah. That's a natty. I got the Kraken again. I'm just saying.
Look at you!
Okay, so you actually, after being pissed off that you let someone go that was in your pockets, you actually notice that there's something new in your pocket.
Oh, what is it?
And you take it out, and it is a piece of paper. And it says on the piece of paper, meet below the barrel bridge after sundown. And then it's signed, Friend of Fira.
Oh, okay. How is meat spelled?
M-E-E-T.
It's a good question.
You gotta find a steak,
The barrel bridge? Is that what you said?
The barrel bridge after sundown.
I've been hanging around you knuckleheads too much. That was my first thought too. There's meat below the bridge.
Hey guys, I think there's a tasty meal below the barrel bridge for dinner, like a little late night snack.
Oh, it says alone too.
Oh,
Sorry, meat
Says
alone.
meat
No,
for
hold on.
one
What makes
under
the most
bridge.
sense? Come alone.
Alone.
Come along.
Yeah, meet below the barrel bridge after sundown,
Okay.
alone. Friend of
Well,
Fira.
then-
And it's not.
then
And
that
it's
is-
not like it's not signed alone. Friend of Fira.
Yeah, I
It's-
got
You
it.
think it means like the
Alone.
meat is alone, like it's unguarded?
You're not there, Vargo.
Oh shit! Dang it!
I
hypothesize.
stow my note back away boot.
Okay, you come back to an opening, and Ko then says, "Well, it has been a pleasure, everybody. I appreciate everything you've done. And Alistair, in let's say 4 days or so, let's meet back at the Temple of Bahamut. It is right by the Temple of Ryu.
Is that meat with an A or?
Ew.
Let's eat at the Temple of Ryu.
Okay.
Roll a seduction check for that one. Yeah.
No, just eat your dice.
I walk with him kind of away from everyone, and I kneel down to talk to him. I know that we don't follow the same deity, but you choosing to do better with what you have is the right path, no matter who it is. And I think we all understand your frustration, but you're not useless, and what you're doing matters. So I don't have anything to give you. I don't have a hat or anything, but I just want you to know we see you, and so does your God, and you're doing good.
And he tears up. Thanks. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Be careful. There's grunk out there.
You be
A
careful. Too.
lot of grung.
And he leaves.
Okay. I go back. And I ask Phelan, are you okay? Why were we running?
Oh, I thought I saw a cutie.
I
Do
don't.
you believe him?
Do I believe him?
He's trying to fish for the check.
I'm the DM. I love checks. Deception and insight. Do it.
Yeah. 9.
16. Well, I don't really think that people like to be chased. I'm just gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him have it.
Yeah, that's a good tip for when I finally catch him.
What kind of cutie? Like a dog or
The oranges.
person?
Yeah, tangerines. I think I don't understand citrus very well.
Okay, well, if you want some, I'll buy you some. And if you want to talk to me, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you, Detective Mom. I appreciate it.
And as you are all walking, you're taking a different route because you're taking a more standard route as opposed to cutting through when you were on your way back. And Indra, you see off to the side, the Temple of Ryu.
When I'm not even looking for it.
Roll a religion check.
No, they won't let me in.
You actually don't know what church that is, but it looks weirdly familiar.
Is it a church? Okay, great, cool. I make a mental note of where that is at.
On a very kind of average note, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And here's what I want to do for the next D&D sesh. I actually want to do individual ones. I want I have a couple of things for each of you. You know, Vargo with the Warriors Guild, Dalen with the note, and then the other two of you, I have a couple of things. We'll talk a little bit about what direction you might take, but basically it'll be we'll plan for it to be like a week in the game, and we'll each go through the thing, and this will level you at the end of the week, level you all up to level 4. And this next week, we will focus in on
Dance
some
moves.
of the feats that you decided that you wanted to do and help you, in character, why these feats.
Just to clarify, is that feats with 2 E's?